Darren Leslie here with my review of Don't Breathe. Ah! Don't Breathe is directed by the very talented Freddy Alvarez and stars Jane Levy, Dylan Minnette, Daniel Zovato, and Stephen Lang as the blind man. The film centers on three robbers that are trying to pull off one last heist so they can get away from their shitty lives. That one last heist involves breaking into a blind man's house and robbing him blind. But moments after breaking in, the entire situation goes tits up and the robbers find themselves in a deadly game of cat and mouse with a psychotic blind man with military training that can hear very, very well. And things just get worse from there. Don't Breathe is a movie I didn't know much about. I remember seeing the press release a few years back, thinking that would be a cool idea. We're seeing the home invasion from the robbers' point of view and also rooting for them in a way. I also saw the trailer that didn't give too much away, so going into this movie, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what I was going to get. And what I got was a pretty smart horror movie. Don't Breathe is a great film with thrilling set pieces, fantastic direction, smart characters, to a point, and a terrifying villain. Freddy Alvarez and cinematographer Pedro Luque shine in this picture as they direct you through this film, foreshadowing the grotesque night to follow. The tension and gore is cranked up to 11 as these characters try to survive the night. They have a lot of obstacles to face and the film never lets up on the horror. Yet with each twist and turn this movie throws at you, you hang on to the ride wanting to get to the end. Also similar to this year's Lights Out, this movie never felt repetitive. Nothing felt overplayed and the movie stuck to its rules as closely as it could. Freddy Alvarez is definitely a director I want to see more of in the future. I really liked his remake of Evil Dead, and this film continues to show his talents. The characters in this film were surprisingly compelling. Unlike some horror films, the movie actually took time to set up the real-life plight of some of these characters. You understood why they were doing what they were doing, why they were robbing houses. Whether or not it was wrong or not, you understood why they were doing it. Plus, these characters knew how to think on their feet. Once shit hit the fan in this movie, which it does a lot, these characters knew how to react and stay alive. Both Jane Levy and Dylan Minnette give terrific, compelling performances throughout this film, conveying not only fear, but determination and frustration to get the hell out of this guy's house. That guy being Stephen Lang's the blind man. This guy was scary. How he was framed, when and how he showed up, and how much we eventually learn about this guy is gut-wrenching. The film, like the robbers, also gives the blind man reason and motivation for doing what he's doing. It's sick, it's twisted, it's despicable, but I get it. Stephen Lang does a beautiful job portraying this character, most of the time without uttering a word. His lumbering, frail, but daunting presence does most of the talking. Now, my only negatives with this film actually come within the last 15 to 20 minutes, in which our intelligent characters stop being so intelligent. They make some stupid, unforgivable decisions, and I'll just leave it at that. Some of the classic tropes of this genre, like running away from your captive and turning around to make sure he's gone, bleed into this otherwise smart addition to the genre. Plus, there are some holes drilled into the ending of this movie, which, in a way, are unavoidable because of the ending they chose, but it's still very visible. But with all that being said, Don't Breathe is still a very good film, and a great time at the theaters. Freddy Alvarez has forged a very smart horror film that throws you for loops, ratchets up the tension with clever set pieces, and includes a very memorable villain. In a summer filled with so-so films, this, and hopefully Kubo, is a great one to cap it off with. If you can take it, because this movie is very violent and very disturbing. It earns its R rating. I mean, the roads this movie takes you down, you just won't believe, because shit is this is crazy. This movie goes to some lengths that are just like, it's just really it's some crazy shit. So that was my review of Don't Breathe. If you've seen it, please leave your thoughts about it in the comment sections below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think about that ending? So with all that being said, I'm Darren Leslie. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like hearing me talk about movies, please hit that subscribe button and come join the conversation. I'd be glad to have you. Also, check out some of my other reviews and trailer reactions. And if you want to see Season 2 of Stranger Things, click this button right here.